start the live from Mimo, and that's an app on the phone. So,
Well,
well,
we're live also on Facebook and YouTube now.
cool.
You were just looking at um, a neat little gadget that we've got there. Here, you want to show?
We're gonna start using this eventually.
Yeah,
It's a little Osmo Pocket 3. It's a little gimbal camera.
yeah. You can see how the camera head moves, keeps it steady. So when we're at shows, we can stream directly from that thing, is what he was telling me right when
Well,
we started here.
that's what I'm hoping we can figure it out how to do it.
That's pretty cool.
New
Anyway,
toys.
new toys. Thanks for sharing and welcome. It is July 29th, 2025, and we just had a mega weekend this past weekend. We did the Berryville Steam and Gas Show, which was a lot of fun, very hot. But I got to, Dad handled that one, and he got to meet a bunch of new people, and I came and helped them break down on Sunday. And I got to meet a bunch of people. We were fed delicious beans and ham biscuits, and what a great time. I was also at Graves Mountain Lodge Saturday. I guess that was Saturday all day. If you came by and saw me, you saw that the booth was a little bit different. We were employing some new hooks that I've designed and a new shelf for our big dragon, which is gone now, by the way. And so if you wanted that, sorry, we got to make another one. And let's see, and my mind just went completely blank. Um,
It
Anyhow,
happens.
this coming weekend, we are going to be at the Blackberry Harvest and Music Festival, which is at Hilltop
Berry
Farm,
and
Berry Farm
Winery.
and Winery. Thank you very much. And there is a link to that Facebook event in the comments here. And that is going to be in Nellyford, Virginia. We're really looking forward to that. They're going to have food from Sooner Barbecue. Admission is $10 for adults over 21, $5 for adults 17 to 20, and free for children accompanied by adult. So come enjoy a day on the farm, feed the animals, check out craft vendors, hang out for the day. They'll have a bunch of great musicians, wine tasting. Um,
They got
yeah.
some pretty awesome wine.
Oh, I haven't. I'm not sure I've had their wine, so I'll have to try it this weekend.
Definitely want
Uh,
to try that. If you like berries of any kind and every kind, you really want to try those. And
Is it like sweet wine or is
yeah,
it?
it's a sweet
Oh,
wine.
okay, cool, cool.
I'm not a dry wine drinker. I'm not really a wine drinker, but I like their wine. That's
Yeah.
probably the most, well, it's no probably to it. It is the most enjoyable winery in this area for me. But there again, I don't like
Right.
the
dry stuff.
dry, high alcohol content.
Right.
But their little healer in particular, named after one of their dogs that has since passed away, but it's an awesome little dog. And they do have more blue healers there. Just come on out and see us and enjoy them. Pick up a bottle or two or three or four, or just have fun while you're there.
Whatever the situation calls for. All right. So normally on these streams, you guys get to see new models and hear about where we're going to be and kind of sort of see what's going on around here. But today we're going to do something a little bit different. Although I do need to share the little purple guy in that box. This is a part of our new. They're not minis, but they're going to be like desk companion size. We've had some Highland cows, and this was a special request. You know who you are. So it's ready, and it's here for you with the other little animals that you picked out last week. So Spazzy Goat, we'll get together on that sometime. All right, so that's our new model for this week. Actually, that's not entirely true. I have this little guy right here that I can now take you along with me.
More toys.
More toys. So I can now share with you that right there is something going. It's changing colors, so you can see how it's spitting out the material there. And it'll get going here in a second, drawing again. Or it'll make me a liar. All right, it's working on it. We'll come back. Here's another little critter. I believe this is a moose that's coming out. Something interesting to look forward to. Over here is kangaroo. That one really hasn't formed at all yet, has it?
No, can't tell what that is.
Oh, I bet people can tell what this is, though.
Oh, yeah.
And then perhaps what that is going to be.
Oh, yes.
It's another one of our bigger models that's going to be a new thing for us. And you can see how the machine cuts the material, and now it's going to come over and flush out. Well, I guess it's got to switch first. You see the little wheel there shows which way the filament is running as it's switching. And then up there, the AMS unit holds three, well, it holds four, but right now it's holding three spools, all for different colors. Okay, so let's now walk over here. There's these little guys. I bet we can tell what that's going to be. New dog. That's pretty telling. And now some larger of these new critters that I bet you can tell. And it looks like I've got 3 different versions coming. So that'll be exciting for our, people who enjoy that animal. And then there's a new little surprise. If you can guess what this is, on the stream before they make their debut this weekend. So you'd have to pick up your prize for guessing. You've got to guess on the stream here with your guess and where you're from. So put your guess as to what this is and where you're from, and then you can come pick this up. You can pick up one of these from me for free. I'll give you one.
That sounds awesome. I like that.
If you can, and you know what? Your guess doesn't even have to be right. You just have to guess and tell me where you're from. Okay. Now over here you can see I've got some printers that need jobs to do. So that brings me to our next little adventure. Okay. Sorry about that. I hope it didn't make you dizzy.
And you know what? By using this Osmo Pocket 3, it'll be nice and smooth because it'll be on a gimbal.
Of course.
So that'll make it really nice.
That will make that better. See, little improvements as we go. We're trying. We're trying really hard, folks. Okay. And that brings me right to the next thing. We have started a Patreon. And if you're familiar with Patreon, you know that what you can do with Patreon is go and find artists or video creators or 3D modelers or people like us that are trying to share information and share tips and tricks. And you join the Patreon groups. And there are free tiers and tiers that you can pay a subscription to support the creators. And so we have started our own Patreon with the intention of helping out those who want to start 3D printing or get better at 3D printing, or maybe just have some questions, need some advice, needs a little backup, whatever it may be. We want to start our own community of folks, like-minded folks that help and support each other. And we're going to share everything that we have learned through the course of our 3D printing adventure. We're going to release regular videos on machine maintenance, things that we pick up and hear. My father is famous for me coming in the morning and him being like, hey, here's what I learned last night just while I was sitting down watching TV. Some folks go home and watch like murder mysteries or Marvel movies. This guy goes home and watches YouTube videos on 3D printing and cameras and things like that. So he's a human aggregate of all of this information, and so I'm going to collect it and make it available to you online in various formats. So one of the things I'm going to show is the software that we use and how we go about using it. So today on the stream, we are going to together start our printers making this Halloween countdown calendar. So right now you can just see that we've got our parts on various plates. They're all colored with our colors over here, and they've been separated and all the settings have been done. If you want to learn any of the advanced techniques used to color these things, or see, this one's got like color by layer, by height, and all that. This is part of what's going to be covered with the Patreon. But before then, we're going to show you just sort of what the environment looks like and what we do. So we have to slice these That's what this is called. This is called a slicer. We slice it, and now that has generated a set of instructions for the printer. So we can look at this and say, okay, we want it to be gray and black. So I don't guess we need this one. I didn't look at they were in different languages. Okay, we'll hold that one off. We only need until Halloween. Okay, so now I'm going to get you back here. Oh, come on now. Why is my camera switching not working?
New toys.
Yeah, sorry folks. I'm trying to get my camera back. Well, that's not fair. I can't switch to any of my cameras. Oh, silly me. That's why. All right. I promise I know how to run things sometimes. Nobody seems convinced. Okay, got it. So, to find our colors, our gray and black, we come to the wall of colors. And I have to select from my grays what color gray I want. And since it's kind of a stone bottom, I think maybe that's not quite dark enough. I'll go with this one.
We can't see what you're pointing.
Oh, sorry. Getting better. And then we got a black here. So we got our black and we got our gray. And we come through print farm. And now I'm here. Maybe if I'm clever, I can set you here so that you can see what I'm doing, maybe. Is that gonna work? Okay. So first, we'll take out what we don't need. Can you see me at all?
Well, we can see what's going on. Obviously, you're sitting on a table with a 3D printer running because it's all shaking.
Because it's shaking.
We're going to have to give all of our watchers
Dramamine. Okay. Well, anyway, you see that the printer is now going to read the filament. What's nice about using bamboo filament is it has RFID tags in it, and
so you can just
the RFID tags will tell the printer what the color is, so you don't have to type in and do things manually all the time. Okay, so we've got that. I'm going to close the AMS and bring us back over here. Now, okay. So into the slicer we go. Okay, and we select our device, which, what was that? That was A3. We name the printers based on where they are in the room. All right, I'm gonna make sure that this is all the settings that I want. So we've got our own set of settings that we use. There's all kinds of stuff in here that you can change: bottom layers, top layers, wall loops. This all affects the print quality and what kind of tolerances you run, and we can turn supports on, we can turn brims on if we need some extra adhesion. Tons and tons of things that we can do. But for now, we just make sure that it's an X1 carbon. We're using the correct plate. We've got our colors set. Oh, here's something we need to make sure of. On this side, we want to make sure that we select the filaments that we have in the printer. So you see check marks. Check marks are good. It's going to take an hour and a half. That tells me how much filament it's going to use. This cost is sort of an estimate. We've got a much more accurate way to tell how much.
For that little bit.
Right. Well, and that's only this one little part, and that's its calculation of it, which is okay, but it doesn't account for everything that goes into making something. All right. So anyway, you saw how it sent. It sent through the network. It was just that quick and easy. So we come back, and our next thing is going to be the kitty cat and some numbers. So now we need a black in our next printer. So maybe, are you guys ready for another ride? Sure, why not? Let's do it. Okay. If we come over here and look at the next printer down, I already have black in here. So I already have black in here. So to unconfuse myself, I will remove unconfuse, as if that's possible. All right, and then close this back down. When I have both of my hands, I'm going to come back and pick this filament up and put it away. Because you know that we always put our tools away when we're done with them.
No comment.
Okay. That was device. Oh, let me get you so you can see what I'm doing. That was device A4 that I was dealing with. You can see over here, it knows that it's got black in it. So when I come over here, it already has the check mark. It already knows that it has the color that it needs. So give it a little slice. We know it'll be done in, wow, 36 minutes. And we'll send that on. Away it goes. We'll wait for the pot to boil. So when it says sending, okay, there you go, successfully sent. What it does is it sends the print file all the way over to the Bambu Lab servers, and then it gets sent all the way back to your printer when you're printing like this. So that's why it can take a minute. There are other programs available that will handle the server needs for you, or you can just set the printer up to be in LAN mode, and LAN mode keeps it all local as well. More stuff we can go over on the Patreon Q&As, things like that. All right, so our next part you saw before I switched back is a brown box. So let's go for a ride, pick out our brown for the box. Let's see, there's a lot of browns. But if I'm going for a box, I think this. And this will be a nice brown to go with the kind of Halloween theme that we've got for this Halloween countdown calendar. All right, I'm going to do this one-handed again. But I'm going to remove the filament I'm not going to use and insert the filament I am going to use with one hand. Can't do it one-handed. Wait, yeah, it's this one. All right. Since I bent the filament a little bit trying to do that, I'm going to clean it up by clipping it off. All right. Feeds it in. It's going to pull it around. It's got to rotate it. You can actually see the little RFID tag as it comes around right there on this roll of filament. And then on the screen, it will update. It's got its little thinking about it. Now it knows it's brown. Again, that's the benefit to the Bambu Labs filament. And supposedly they were going to release information to some manufacturer about how to let other people use the RFID tags and manufacture filament with them. Okay, that was device A6. A6 has brown in it. I need to make sure that it did have the correct plate in it, which it didn't have any plate at all. Luckily for us, the X1s, at least, are smart enough to know that they don't have a plate on them. I think the A1 knows, but I think it has to start its bed leveling before it knows or not. It doesn't. It's not quite as smart, but it still won't screw up the actual plate of the machine. It'll know that it doesn't have something where it's supposed to be. All right, so if I take you back over to the slicer, you'll see that our brown color here does not have a check mark, so I need to select it. But there is the filament that's in my printer, so there it is. This filament has its own profile with volumetric speeds and bed settings, nozzle temperature settings. Each one of these different names here will have a different profile. And then we'll just send that on. Away it goes, off to some server somewhere to be analyzed and then sent back to my printer through the mysteries of the internet. All right. So anyhow, that gives you sort of a little sneak preview into the just the rotation that we go through, the picking of the colors, identifying what we need in the model, and going from there. The stuff that you didn't see, the coloring and the organizing and looking at pictures and trying to make decisions and agonizing, that's all, you know, the sort of behind the scenes magic that happens every day while we're here. So look out for the pictures of this project that you helped me put together today. If this is something that interests you, getting more acclimated with what we do and kind of seeing more hands-on, I'm happy to do more lives like this with a better to-go camera. We'll get that up and running as quickly as possible. I'm sure with a little practice at some markets and some events, it'll fit right in with us. So yeah, thanks a lot for joining. If you've joined us again, if you missed it earlier, you might want to back up to me looking at the models down the line there, and that's all I'm going to say. So we'll see you this weekend. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time.